Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to sit down today and film a kind of get to know me video. I decided to do 30 facts about myself, and I sat down this morning and wrote them down. So they are on a piece of paper over here beside me. But yeah, I just wanted to do this so that you guys could know a little bit more about me and I could tell y'all a little bit about myself. I'm going to try not to ramble and make this go on forever because I've been known to do that. So if that starts, feel free to fast forward a little bit and get past that part. It probably will at some point in time, but you can't say that I did not warn you because you just got warned. I have a tendency to ramble, so let's get started. Number one, I am 30 years old, which is why I chose to do 30 facts about me. I turned 30 on August 15th of last year, so I will be 31. I'll be 31 at the end of this summer. I did not want to turn 30. I told all of my friends that I was boycotting it. Hasn't been that bad so far, so I am 30. Number two, I am married to my husband Craig, and we have been married almost 12 years. It will be 12 years in November. He is absolutely my best friend, and he drives me insane every day, but I love him. Couldn't do life without him. He's an amazing dad and husband. And so yes, I am married. I've been married for almost 12 years. I have two daughters. My oldest daughter Briley is 10 and my youngest daughter Emily is 7. She will be 8 the last day of March, so that is coming up quickly. I can't believe that my babies are both. One is in the double digits and the other one is slowly creeping her way up there. It is crazy. Before the question gets asked, no, we do not plan on having any more children. We kind of knew after we had Emily that our family was complete. If the good Lord decides to bless us with another one, obviously, it would be wonderful, but right now our family is complete and we do not intend to have any more children. The story of how my husband and I met is interesting. We met in August of 2008 and got married in November of 2008. So we knew each other 4 months before we got married. Not even 4 months really. When we got married, everyone thought that 1, I was either pregnant, or 2, it wouldn't work. And here we are, 12 years almost and 2 kids later. It has not been easy. I will not say that everything has been rainbows and butterflies. We were babies when we got married and we've had to grow up together, but like I said before, there's no one else that I would rather live this life with than him. The 5th fact about me is that I do work outside the home. I've mentioned it in a couple of previous videos, but I work at the school that my daughters attend. I'm a special education paraprofessional and I love my job. It makes me happy. It is something that I truly enjoy doing, and watching those kids and how they operate, how their brains work is something that I'm very interested in. And so yes, I do work outside the home and I love my job. I miss my kiddos from work more than anything right now. But this is a strange time and we'll get through it. Number 6, I have 3 younger brothers and 1 older sister. So I'm the second of 5 children. I grew up with a bunch of kids all around me. But I love my brothers and my sister. Not as close to my sister as we would like to be, but it is what it is. I have 4 siblings. Number 7. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read this and keep it together. Piggybacking off of the fact that I have 4 siblings. I'm super close to my family, all of my family. I love them, I adore them. I would rather spend my time with them than anyone else, and actually being in Gulf Shores for this week and a half has driven me crazy not being able to see my mom and dad. My little brother did come down for the this previous weekend, and so we did get to see him, but not being around my family right now is driving me nuts, as well as my children. The next fact about me is that I love anything on the water. The beach, the lake, the river, anything. I grew up on a lake in North Alabama, my hometown. I spent half my summers there. I spent my summers there, half the year basically. Every vacation, every holiday, I was there. but it just makes me happy. If I'm around a body of water, I'm instantaneously happy. I love being on boats. Anything like that is a great mood changer for me. I love it. Number 7, I am probably the least picky person when it comes to food, or one of the least picky people when it comes to food that you will ever meet. I will try anything one time. I've always been that way. I was not a picky child. I've always eaten all the fruits and vegetables and meats, and I have siblings that are super picky, and my parents would be like, I'll give you $2 if you eat this oyster, and I have eaten 10 of them. But it is what it is. I've always been that way. I love to try new restaurants, love to try new food. My husband is the same way, and that is one of the things that we have in common the most. So yes, not picky. Number 10, I have some very odd OCD habits. For example, odd numbers, don't like them. If I turn the radio up or the TV up and it's on an odd number, I have to either go up or down a number to fix it and make it even. I also cannot go to bed with dishes in the sink and my countertops not wiped down. I do that every night before bed. I also religiously check to make sure that my doors are locked at night. And by that I mean I check them more than once before I come to bed. Sometimes I even get up and check them again because I know that I've locked them, but I, in my head, need to make sure. My husband doesn't even check to make sure the doors are locked at night anymore because he knows that I am coming behind him to check anyways. Number 11. I am an extroverted introvert. I love to be in like my comfort zone. I suffer from social anxiety, and meeting new people is something that kind of scares me. Once I get to know you, it's fine, but until that point, I'm very standoffish. I will not start a conversation with you. I understand that to some people can come off as being rude, and that is not the case. I just don't really know how to start a conversation, if that makes sense. But I do love to go out and have a good time. I love to meet new people, but I need for them to come to me. Also, the next fact kind of goes along with that. I was voted friendliest in high school. That was my senior superlative. I still don't really know how that happened. Like I said, I am a very friendly person. Sometimes you just have to come to me first. My next fact, this is fact number 13. I am a product of 2 happily divorced parents. My parents got divorced when I was like 4 or 5. And my mom met and married my stepdad within a couple of years after that. My mom and my biological dad remained best friends. They raised us. They did co-parenting amazing. And if they ever had arguments, we never knew about it. Their issues were their issues. We were not put into the middle of it. That was something that they both decided to do. They're still very close. They still talk almost every day. And all of their kids are grown. So they're still very close, and along with that, I got to have 2 amazing dads. My mom, when she married my stepdad, could not have picked a better person. I love him. He has shaped me in many ways into the person that I am. He's great. He's wonderful, and I call both of them dad. So if you hear me say dad in the video or daddy, I could be talking about either one. I love them both. They're amazing. They already know that. About me is that I love to read. I've always loved to read since I was younger. I would rather read than do anything, and I can read for hours. I get completely caught up in a book to the fact where I need to finish it to find out what happens. I love reading. If you have any great book recommendations, leave them down below because I'm always looking for a new book to read. The next fact about me is that I love history. Any kind of historical show, historical articles, anything to do with history, I love it. My husband is also the same way when it comes to that, and my oldest daughter is picking that up as well. We will sit and watch the History Channel for hours, and they're just as intrigued as we are. So anything historical, love it. My next fact is that my dad owns a brewery. It is a small brewery in Alabama. He has worked his butt off to have it, and it is something that we are all very proud of him for it, and our family enjoys it. It's been a great thing. So my dad is a brewer. The next fact about me is that I love baseball and football. My favorite football team is Alabama, so Roll Tide, and my favorite baseball team is the Braves. My grandfather was a huge Alabama fan. Fun fact, the rest of my family, aside from my youngest brother, and sorry guys, I had to do something. The rest of my family, aside from my youngest brother and myself, are Auburn fans. We are the only two Alabama fans within our immediate family. And I married an Ohio State fan. So either way, I'm just the odd man out along with my baby brother. And my kids have decided that they are Auburn fans. Fact number 18, I love road trips. I love traveling. Road trips to me are just so fun because you get to see a ton of different sights. You get to meet new people. You get to see the different ways that people live in different areas. I love it. I love traveling, but road trips are absolutely my favorite. I'm always down for a good road trip. Number 19, I love music. All different kinds of music. Old country, new country, some rap music, bluegrass music, you name it, I'm probably into some form of it. If you were to listen to my Spotify, you will see that my playlist ranges drastically. So I love music. And depending on my mood, kind of depends on what I listen to, but it's awesome. Number 20, I cry a lot. I can cry watching a commercial. I can cry watching something happen. It does not matter. My husband jokes that I am probably the most emotionally unstable person that he knows. I don't think that's true. I am just very open with my crying. Sorry guys, it is about to get really loud. The air conditioner just cut on. 21, I'm super loyal. And if I have your back, then I have your back. I also believe that trust is something that you earn and you are not given, and once you lose my trust, it is very hard for me to trust someone again. Number 22, I am very easily distracted. This is something that everyone that knows me knows. I can be talking to you about one thing and see something else, and it will take me 45 minutes to get back to the original topic, which is why I've told myself I'm only filming this one time. So if I get distracted, like I said in the beginning, I'm so sorry. I'm easily distracted, guys. Number 23, I've never left the United States. I would love to. I plan to eventually. The opportunity has never presented itself, but I've never left the United States of America. And probably won't be anytime soon due to all of the things going on, but that's okay too. Number 24 kind of piggybacks on this. I have flown in an airplane one time. It was not commercial. I've never flown commercially. I have flown in a either 6 or 8 seater plane from where we live in Alabama to outside Louisville, Kentucky to pick up my kids from my in-laws a couple of years ago. My husband swears that now if I got on a commercial plane, it would be much easier because the plane that we were on is smaller. They fly at a lower altitude. It was bumpy. It was terrifying, but I survived, and I do look forward to flying again. Number 25, I love to run. It is a stress reliever for me. I haven't always liked to run. This has been something that has come along in the past couple of years, I would say. It is something that I try to make time for, and I've really done horrible at that lately, but it is something that I enjoy. Number 26, I am a creature of habit. When I find something that I like, or find a way to do things that I like, find a way that works, that I like to do things anyway, you know what I mean, I tend to stick to that. I do not like to change things up. I have used the same shampoo for a long time. I normally go back to the same body wash, same everything. I don't like change. It's just not something I enjoy. My next fact, number 27, I'm very short. I'm 5'2". On a good day, I've always been short. I've been picked on for being short, but at this point it is something that I'm used to. I don't think that I would like to be tall. I am just a very short person. Number 28, you will never see me any taller than 5'2", because I am extremely clumsy. I am clumsy when it comes to every aspect of my life. Y'all, I trip over my own feet, I run into walls, and it is not on purpose. I do have horrible eyesight. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that I am just a clumsy person. I cannot wear heels. That's why you guys will never see me tall. I wore heels one time, well, a couple times, but it's never a time that I really want to wear heels, unless I have to. Number 29, I love talking to elderly people. There's something about them to me that is just, I feel like if you talk to them, they can explain things. You know, they've lived their lives, and so they've been through things that you will still go through. Growing up, I would make my grandfather tell me the same stories over and over and over again, and it wasn't because I'd forgotten them. It was just that I like to hear them, and I like to hear about the way that they lived back then and the things that they had to do. And I think that there's just something that's so humbling about talking to someone that has already lived what you're going through, but in a different time frame. You know, things nowadays are a little easier. They had to live through some harder times. Not saying that people nowadays don't live through hard times, just I really enjoy listening to them and hearing their stories and their perspective on life. I think that you can learn a lot from them, and I think that they deserve everyone's utmost respect. So that is a fun fact about me. And the last fun fact, the 30th one, is that I love anything to do with crime shows. I'm actually watching one now while I'm recording this, and I also really enjoy any shows about like hauntings or things like that. With those, I will watch them and be so interested and then scare myself to death. I don't know that I believe in ghosts. I'm not saying that I don't. I've never personally had an experience, but I love to watch things about them. Like I said, I'll watch them until I scare myself to death. And crime shows, I feel like that is a thing that everybody loves. But hey, how can you not like a good crime show? I will watch them and try to figure out who did it, when they did it, why they did it, how they did it. I love it. All of that is something I love. Also, should have put in here, I'm realizing this now, I talk with my hands. I do it all the time. It's never going to change. I've always talked with my hands, and I'm just a very expressive person. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my 30 facts about me. I've somehow managed to keep this under 20 minutes, which is amazing. And anything else that you guys would like to know about me, put it in the comments down below, and I will answer your questions. Like I said, I'm pretty much an open book. I enjoyed making this for you guys today. It was kind of hard to make up 30 facts about myself, but they are 30 facts about me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this, subscribe to my channel, keep coming back for more, and I will see y'all later. Bye guys.